Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I am Casey, and I make videos about my life, mostly focusing on budgeting and the process I'm going through in budgeting and living off a paraprofessional income. So this is a check-in to just tell everyone where I am in the process of everything that's going on. So right now, I am participating in a home buying process, a home buying program. So within where I live in Washington D.C. I think there's programs everywhere, but I'm specifically in Washington D.C. So I am participating in a home buying program, and the home buying program is a process. It is kind of a long process, and I didn't realize the process was going to be long. Well, it really hasn't been that long. I think it's long because I'm working with a time frame that I am supposed to be out of this location and in another location, and I'm also dealing with my son is graduating, so that's a transition. Um, New career. This is my first year as a full-time paraprofessional. I just graduated last year. So that's all the backstory for those who are new to my channel. So here's how it's going. Um, I had it was an appointment for the financial kind of counseling appointment in the program where they look at your paperwork. They just do an overview of your paperwork and to see where you are as far as budgeting, your money, and things of that nature, and to see whether or not um, home ownership is a good thing for you right now, to see if you can move to the next step. So I went through that appointment and I did get moved to the next step. So the next appointment is the actual application um, appointment. Now, this is not, which appointment is this? This is an appointment to apply for the grants. So I'm in the program so I can get the grants and the money to help with the down payment or the purchase of a home. It's not just I'm not looking at homes yet. The program is to get you as much grant money as available in DC to help you with the purchase of a home, especially for people who have lower income, to get you um, in a position where you can get approved for the grants and in a home that you can actually afford to live in and sustain. So I'm finally at the point where I can apply for the grants, which means I have a whole lot of paperwork to get together. It is a lot of paperwork, and I'm feeling my appointment is June 3rd, which is great because the appointment is June 3rd, so it's quick because I need it to be quick. However, getting all the paperwork that is requested is a lot of paperwork, especially when we're not doing it paper. Everything is virtual because of, you know, everything going on in the world. So everything has to be scanned in and saved so that I can submit all the paperwork. And it's a blessing that I have a printer here, which was not my printer. It was my daughter's printer. When my daughter went away to college many years ago, she's not many. When she went away to college, she initially went away to college 6 years ago. Wow, it's been 6 years. 6 years ago, she got a printer as a present. So when she came home from college, of course, she kept the printer, which was amazing that she kept the printer out the whole time she was away at college. When she came home, she gave me the printer, and I didn't really use it. Then I was like, oh, I need to use it because we're at home and virtual and all of that. And I bought ink, and then all of this happened, and I have ink and all of that. So all of this kind of worked itself out for me to have a printer with a scanner, and I'm able to get all these documents together. And those that are physical documents I could just scan in and then save the paperwork. A lot of paperwork. I'm learning. Save all paperwork, scan it in. I bought a notebook. I got sleeves and all of that. So that's what I'm working on. I always think I'm talking so fast on here. But my appointment is June 3rd. And for those of you who are praying people, please pray for me that I have all the paperwork together and that the application goes through and I get the maximum amount of grant money that there is and that this process moves quick. And that's why I'm sorry, I'm nervous and anxious. And then on top of that, I have my son who in the last video we talked about, oh, this is how it affects the budget. When I was in that counseling meeting, we were going through the budget and going through my budget numbers, and we got to the food budget, and I told her, the goal was $300 a month, and I normally go over, but I try to stay. And she was like, "That's too low. $400 a month. I'm working your numbers. You can afford $400 a month. Do $400 a month right now." And I was like, "Okay." So we was working through the numbers and she was talking. She was like, "The price of food is going up. $300 is not going to work for you and your family right now. Just go ahead. You can afford that $400. Just go and put the $400 down on your paper because you're going over anyway." Okay. So that's why in the budget that you saw recently, it said $400 a month, and I was hesitant on that, and I was like, $400 seems so much. However, in the grand scheme of things, I was really going over my food budget, so I probably was doing $400 a month anyway. So that's where the $400 came up at. Okay, so now going to my son. My son did get accepted into a couple of schools. He has made his decision. We are not making it official yet. I think we're waiting. I'm not sure what we're waiting for. I think we're waiting for some other paperwork or scholarship or something. So that happened. So yeah, he's going away, and it is going to be away from me. Not from me, but yeah, from me. He's going away. He's going out of state. Okay, he is going out of state to go to university. Um, so there's all those emotions wrapped up into that. There's a lot of emotions wrapped up into that, and also he within DC, there's a couple of programs for students who go to out of state schools where they can get grants. So they only have to pay like in-state tuition and things like that. So we went through that application process and we got the letter back and he got approved for that grant. So there's something called DC Tag, there's something called DC Cap, and it's one more. So DC Tag he got approved for. We won't know the full amount until the two financial aid offices work together. And then DC Cap, he got some money for, and then there was another scholarship that he got some money for because he participated um, in the STEM program at his school. He didn't participate all 4 years of high school, so he didn't get the maximum amount of money, but every little bit helps. So we're working on that. He also got an internship, which he's doing right now. So he'll be doing an internship from now until midsummer, I believe. And of course, that had paperwork also that he needs, direct deposit forms, information, and all of that. So it's just a lot of paperwork surrounding me right now with everything that's going on. And I'm super excited for him because he's working. It's virtual, but he's working and he's filling out paperwork. He has his ID. He's filling out his first direct deposit form, and I am really allowing him to do this independently without me, which is hurting hurting my little mommy heart because it's my baby boy. However, my baby boy is not a baby. He is um, a young man now. He is over 18. So, well, not over. He is exactly 18. So he's a young man now. So all the documents say that he does not have to ask me, or I don't have to be on the documents any longer. But a lot of his school and his programs, they still send me the email because he said, you still send it to my mom. And so I see the information as he's going through it. But he no longer needs mommy's signature or permission, which is so, it's a change. Um, and so I should have better prepared myself. But I don't know if you could ever be really prepared. It was different with my daughter when she went through this. I think I was more prepared because um, she had a athletic career, so she used to travel all the time for basketball. So she would spend time away from me, so I was prepared for when the scouts were coming and she was going to go away to university. My son, we had to work really. We had a lot of work to get him to this point where yeah, it was just a lot of work throughout his education to find what was going on and then to get him in the right programs and all of that stuff. And then to get to this point where it was more than one university, he had options. And that was always the goal for me and for him, was for him to have options. And yes, they are about to start rolling, but I am fighting the tears. And so that's where we are now. And I'm so excited for him. I'm happy. I'm proud of him. And there will be more tears throughout. I'm just preparing myself, and he already knows. He's like, he doesn't understand the tears, but yeah. So that is what's going on, and I said I would update everyone. I'm still well, you see my budgets. I'm still saving. There's been some life things happening. Uh, it hasn't affected my savings too much, but there was some type of incident that happened that I might be responsible for, and I'm waiting to find out. And depending on how that goes, that might do a big hit to my budget. Not my budget, to my savings. So right now my car savings is around 37 because I had kind of stopped saving for the car when I started focusing on just the move, when I was like, oh, we're going to go through this home buying program, so I want to put more into just the move. So I stopped doing the car. So right now, for just the move, I believe I have nine. I have close to 10,000 for just the move. The car has about 37 in that savings, and that savings will probably take a hit if I'm found responsible for the incident that happened. So that is going to be a hit because I was going to, in worst case scenario, all the money is in the same bank. So if I needed more money for the home purchase program, that I was going to use that car money. But we'll see how it work out. I'm a believer. I'm praying that everything will work out for my good, and that's where we are now. I think I'm a little stressed out because it's very tight on time, which means I may have to find a place for a month-to-month rental, or if I'm able to stay here, I will probably have to pay more to stay here where I am, to get an agreement on that. I might have to pay a little bit more. So we will see. And I will, of course, keep everyone updated. So thank you for your encouragement. Thank you for watching my videos. And I can't wait to get to the point where I will show you the new place that I have moved. Um, it's gonna, it's coming, and I will keep budgeting with you. And please like, share, and subscribe. And I will talk to everyone really soon. Bye.